Alright, this is John Cola with DiscountJuicers.com. Today we have another exciting episode for you. In this episode, I'm going to juice like 21 pounds of oranges in the Kuvings Auto10 with hopper extensions. So for those of you guys who have been waiting to buy a Kuvings juicer or even their vacuum blender, I want to let you guys know that Kuvings is having a flash sale right now, this weekend only, February 13th to February 16th. Make sure you guys use a coupon code DJ15 to save 15%. Now, when you guys use that coupon code, not only will you save the most money on the Kuvings products, but also Kuvings will share me a small commission so I can continue to make these educational videos for you guys. So thank you. Alright, so in this episode, I'm going to show you guys some of the upgrades you can buy for the Kuvings Auto10. Now, Kuvings does have the Auto10 and the Auto10 Plus. My preference is the original Kuvings Auto10, because it actually has a built-in 3-liter hopper with no hopper extensions. This can be expanded with the hopper extensions here, and also, of course, you can turn it into a citrus attachment. So let's go ahead and show you guys how these attachments can make your Kuvings Auto10 even more functional. All right, so first up, we're gonna get out this citrus attachment. And what this citrus attachment simply does is that it turns the Kuvings Auto10 into a citrus juicer. You just basically put this on top, turn it on, and when you press this down, it basically spins like a citrus reamer. And you know, some companies sell their citrus extractor for 2 times more money than the Kuvings. Kuvings is here to make juicing affordable for you guys, selling their citrus attachment less than half the cost of other brands that have citrus attachments. Now, in addition, besides just the citrus attachment, if you want to make simple orange juice, which I actually do not recommend to you guys, as you will learn in a second, the other attachment you can buy that is literally 4 times less expensive than hopper upgrades with other machines is the hopper extension. This is my favorite accessory for the Auto10 that I would highly recommend you guys purchase. And as you guys can see, you simply have a hopper extension that makes your existing hopper even larger. The Kuvings Auto10 is built and designed to work with 1 additional hopper extension. We could take off the lid, throw this hopper extension on, and boom, all in place. Kuvings authorizes the use of only 1 extension. This extension at present time is $29.99, and this will make your hopper the largest of any juicer out there, 4.3 total liters. Now, what Kuvings won't tell you, but I will, is that you could even use another hopper extension to make the Kuvings Auto10 even have a larger hopper. I'll call this the XX large hopper at 5.6 liters. So you can see we have another hopper extension, and we're going to go ahead and put it on the Kuvings. But before we do, I got to go ahead and pop up this disclaimer. We'll pop it up right on the screen right here so you guys can see. And it states on the Kuvings website, it says, this extension is designed for use with the Auto10 or Auto10 Plus hopper. It is not intended to be stacked with another extension, as this is not how the product has been designed to use. So Kuvings will tell you guys, don't do what I'm going to show you guys. This may void your warranty. That being said, I've done it off camera and used more than 1 extension without any problem so many times. So, you know, in other videos I show how you can add one extension on, and then now you can put this top on, and now you have a gigantic 5.6 liter hopper. But we're going to go ahead and take it up a notch, take it up 1 more level, because I got, just in the mail the other day, another hopper extension, because I'm crazy like that. So now we got 3 hopper extensions. Once again, Kuvings says do not do this. They do not design the machine to do this, but as you guys can see, this fits, and this makes the world's largest hopper of any juicer for the home that I'm aware of. This is a total of 6.9 liters of hopper, guys. You can fill that up with an incredible amount of fruits and vegetables so that you guys can bulk juice even easier. Some things like carrots, you can just basically put in whole, stack them in there, man, and it'll juice it on up. The caveats I want to give you guys with the hopper extension is that You want to make sure you use the largest collection cup possible so that you don't overflow it. Also, very important, leave your spout cap open, when juicing with the hopper extensions. And of course, the other thing is make sure you have a big catch cup to catch all the pulp. So this is incredible, largest hopper, 6.9 liters. That's almost 3.5 times larger than other hoppers that are normally found on other juicers that I remind you guys are only a wimpy 2 liters. This is what makes the Kuvings Auto10 the best batch or bulk juicer out there, because you can stack the hopper extensions, have the largest hopper. Once again, guys, I've been juicing in bulk for so many years. This makes juicing in bulk so much easier, especially when you're juicing things like leafy greens, which is what I tend to juice in bulk. They take a lot of space and they condense down into a little bit of produce, and I could fill this whole hopper up with all kinds of vegetables, root vegetables, leafy greens, or in this episode, we're going to be juicing 21 pounds of oranges in the Kuvings Auto10 with gigantic, enormous 6.9 liters of hopper. This is almost ridiculous, but if you live in Texas, everything's bigger in Texas, and the Kuvings Auto10 is the juicer that you want to have in your kitchen, because this thing is huge. Alright guys, so next up we're going to be juicing 21 pounds of oranges, organic Navel oranges in the Kuvings Auto10. But we're not just going to use that citrus reamer that you guys saw me have earlier, right? I want you guys to unlock the full power of the orange juice. And the first person that told me about this was Jay Kordich, formerly known as the Juice Man, who taught me about the truth between literally what he would call orange water, which is basically when you take an orange and then you cut it in half and then you basically squeeze out the juice into a glass, right? When you squeeze out the juice like this, right, you're just squeezing out literally the orange water. A lot of the nutrients are still left in the pith, as well as especially that white fleshy part that's around the orange. So we're going to go ahead and throw up this infographic for you guys on the screen so you guys can follow along as I read it. And it says, unlock the full power of oranges. Don't just squeeze it like I showed you guys. Juice the pith. Science shows why it's 7.8 times healthier, right? There are published studies on this. Basically, traditional squeezing, you create naked juice that has low fiber, faster sugar spike, less flavonoids, less antioxidants. So I want you guys to juice the whole orange to get all the nutrition and supercharge your orange juice with a slow juicer, such as the Kuvings Auto10 I'll be using today. You get 783% more flavonoids, proven by science, because once again, normally people throw away the rind. You're going to juice all the white pith in there and extract nutrients even from some of the white fleshy part inside the orange. You get 304% more antioxidants, and you have a slowed sugar absorption because the juice that comes out is going to be more rich in pectin, which is a soluble fiber that slows down the absorption of sugar. All right, because of this, you're going to have better heart health, and the pith has 7.8 times more flavonoids like hesperidin that has been shown in science to help with heart health. In addition, you're going to have better blood sugar and metabolism. Once again, in published studies, it shows that the pectin helps to regulate the absorption of the blood sugar and has a lot of other health benefits. So this is why I want you guys to juice citrus correctly. Now, the correct way to do that is to basically take the orange and you're just going to cut off the orange coloring from the outside, and you're going to try to keep as much of the white pith as you possibly can. So you're just going to go and just take the coloring off. The coloring on many oranges, may have pesticides or herbicides or fungicides sprayed on them. In addition, the outside coloring can have some indigestible chemicals that in high amounts may not be so healthy for us. I've never overdosed on just the white pith when juicing it. While you could use a little zest in there, I don't recommend eating it in high amounts. So you guys can see, I basically got that peeled. Let's go ahead and get this other side peeled here real quick. All right, so as you guys can see, I got that totally peeled. Now we're ready to throw it into the juicer, all the way up there. All right, we got one orange in and we got a lot more to do. Now, instead of just manually cutting one at a time, I'm gonna show you guys my favorite kitchen tool for basically removing just the outer coloring of the oranges. All right, guys, so now we're gonna go ahead and peel all those oranges, and this tool makes it easier. I'm a kitchen gadget nut job here. This is called the Peel-a-Matic. On the label it says Orange Peel Professional. This is the Pro version, which is definitely a fair penny. Link down below to my Amazon shop. You can purchase the Pro version. This is the version I have that has never failed me. The Pro version has a basically the points where you attach the fruit is all stainless steel, as well as the stainless steel cutter. They do have a household version that's maybe like at least 2.5 times less money. So if you're not super pro, you might want to get that. But then it has, I think it has a metal stainless steel cutter. But then these points here where it attaches the fruit are just plastic. So these are a lot stronger, of course. All right, so all you do for this peeler is you just literally take an orange, you center it up. The other thing I'll let you guys know is that I'm using Navel oranges today. Now the Navel oranges are best for juicing this way when you're going to juice the pith and all. They're not so good for putting on a hand reamer because they're not quite as juicy as Valencia oranges. That would be better if you just want to just squeeze them out with the traditional way to make that orange water would be better. But yeah, Navels are the best for this task. So all we do is we just got it centered up, we press it on, and as you guys can see, it quickly and easily basically peels that orange for me, leaving all the delicious white pith so that I don't have to. And to save you guys some time, we're going to go ahead and speed this part of the video up for you. Alright guys, so we're able to fit 16 uncut oranges into the Kuvings. If I cut them in like half or quarters, we could have basically played a better Tetris game, and I probably could have fit a whole bunch more, but nonetheless, we got 16 in there right now, and let's go ahead and get this juicer started while I'm going ahead to peel the rest of them. Alright guys, so on 3, we're going to start juicing all them oranges. 1, 2, 3! Alright, as you guys can see, there's a processing blade that's automatically spinning around. It's basically feeding in those oranges into the juicer so it gets crushed and squeezed out at low RPM, so it adds very little oxygen to your juice. It's going to make a really nice fine juice going through the stainless steel sieve. Right there, as you guys can see, all the oranges are dropping down, getting chopped up so that you don't have to, and getting juiced into the juice. As that's running, I'm going to save time and continue to process. This is the amazing technology in the Kuvings Auto10. It does the juicing for you so that you are freeing up your time to do something else, like prep the next batch that you're going to be putting in there so you can juice large volumes of juice. Whether you're going to do a juice fast, you have a large family, or maybe you have an at-home business where you're making a lot of juice to sell, the Kuvings Auto10 would be an excellent juicer to use. That being said, the Kuvings Auto10 is made for only home use, and any use for business purposes will likely void your warranty. Alright, so let's go ahead and keep peeling all these oranges. Alright guys, so as you can see, the Kuvings is just finishing up. Worked easily through all those oranges, no clogging, no stopping, no jamming. All the pulp was kicked out. As you guys can see, we have a lot of pulp here that the juicer made. And then we can go ahead and turn off the machine, shut that spout cap, and you guys can see we have all this juice that we made. So basically 2,000 milliliters, 2,000 milliliters. That's 4,000 milliliters plus maybe 590 milliliters of juice. That's definitely like 2,000 milliliters is just over 1 gallon. So we made over a gallon of juice with 20 pounds of oranges without any problem in the Kuvings Auto10 with 3 hopper extensions, 6.9 total liters. We could fill that up. I probably could have fit all the oranges in if I wanted to cut them in half or quarters to play more Tetris inside. That's completely amazing. Now I'm going to show you guys this pulp here. This is all the pulp we got. If I take this pulp and pick it up and I wring it out, you see that I'm basically wringing out pulp. There's basically no, I can't squeeze out any juice because the juicer was already so efficient at squeezing out all the juice. It's just like basically pulp. No juice left to be found inside this pulp. Kuvings Auto10 was super efficient juicing the oranges with the white pith and all. The white pith actually helps machine extract the oranges even better. Now I want to show you guys the results that we got. So this is the orange juice that we just made out of the Kuvings. Look how nice, thick, and rich that is. It's like almost kind of creamy, like if you had orange Julius when you were younger. And you guys can see the difference between this juice, which is really thin as I shake it around, and this one, which is a lot more viscous. The viscous is that soluble fiber, also known as the pectin, that will slow down the blood sugar hit. In addition, we're also getting some of those flavonoids like the hesperidin, rutin, in the juice because it was in that white pith that is normally discarded when you juice. So now we're going to go ahead and taste test each juice. First, I'll taste the orange water, as Jay Cordich would call it. I mean, it's just really light. Tastes like water with a little bit of orange flavoring. Next up, we're going to taste the, what Jay Cordich called the total or real orange juice made in the Kuvings with the white pith. Wow, guys. You guys have to try this. I'm not joking. This one is thin like water. This one's a little bit sweeter, actually. This is not quite as sweet because the sweetness is being tempered down with all the fiber. Like if you ate the oranges, right? So you're getting a lot more of that pectin, a lot more of the nutrition in there, and also a very pleasant taste. It's kind of like, it tastes kind of like frothy. It's like thicker in the mouth. It's like a little bit viscous. This to me is so much better. If you guys never have made orange juice like this, you need to start doing it. Use a slow juicer that slowly grinds up, crushes, and extracts out the liquid gold of the oranges, especially that white pith. It's so delicious. I miss this. It's been a while since I juiced oranges like this because we just got into Navel orange season now, which of course is the best season to be juicing the oranges. You could do this same job with grapefruits. Keep that white pith on the grapefruit. You'll make a nice rich and thick grapefruit juice as well. And I've even had the grapefruit juice that I make this method gel up in the fridge. When I put it in the fridge, it'll basically gel up and look literally like Jello because that's all the pectin that's kind of congealing and sticking together. Proving to you guys that juice, yes, it can have fiber, but it highly depends on how you make it and the process and juicer you specifically use. Now, if you make all this juice, you can't drink it, or you shouldn't be drinking it all at once, in my opinion, so you will need to store it. So now I'm going to show you guys the best way to store your juices. Some people would say, you know, John, fill up the mason jar to the brim and then, you know, put a cap on it. And I'm going to tell you guys not to do that, right? When you do that, the issue is, while you may remove the extra air in the headspace, the challenge is all the dissolved oxygen that is in the juice that is put in during the creation of the juice. So you want to remove the dissolved oxygen from the juice itself. And to do that, I use a few tools. Number one, we have the Pure MVP vacuum lids. This has a vacuum valve that lets the air come out, but not the air go back in. So we're just going to go ahead and put that on the mason jar. Next up, we're going to use the best vacuum pump out there that I've tested to date that is reliable, will last for a lifetime, literally with lifetime materials. This uses aircraft quality aluminum, Viton seals, pulls out 80 to 85% of the oxygen out of the headspace as well as the dissolved oxygen in the juice. I've tested this against other cheap Amazon pumps, links down below that video. If you guys want to learn why the Pure is the best pump to preserve your juice 5 to 7 days. You know, other influencers say, oh, just cap it off, it's good for 5 to 7 days. They are lying to you. I don't know why they keep repeating the rhetoric, man. They don't know what the heck they're talking about. This infuriates me, so I want you guys to store juice the best way because you work so hard to make your nutritious juice with 748% more nutrition than a squeezed orange juice. Now I want you guys to preserve that nutrition so that over time the flavor of the juice doesn't change that much, and also more importantly, you keep all those nutrients in the juice. So literally We're not going to fill it to the top. We're going to leave about an inch there in the head space because that's where the bubbles are going to come out of the juice, and then it's going to be evacuated out as we pump the pump here. So literally in just 10 pumps with the pure MVP pump, we're going to pump out more oxygen than one of those, Mason genies or, Mason things that you put on the top that are electric. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, we can't even pump more because as you guys could see instantly as I pumped, if you look closely, you could see air bubbles literally rushing up and the juice just expanded. So this is all the air coming out of the juice. So what you need to do then is I tap the bottom. This will help push the air bubbles up out of the juice into the headspace, and then basically you'll get the headspace back again. And then you want to pump a few more times. I pumped 3 more times. We already got juice coming out the top. Once you see juice coming out the top, you should have stopped. Then once again, we're going to tap this down. And this will help get the air bubbles up. If you look very closely, I don't know if the camera can see that, but you can see air bubbles rising up to the top of the jar out of the juice. We are literally what's called de-aerating the juice. This is very important if you guys want to store your juice 7 to 10 days. We want to get all this air out. So now we're just going to go ahead and continue to pump. 4 more pumps, guys, and we're still pulling more air out. I don't know if you guys can see that, but the goal is we're going to just go ahead and repeat this process until the juice does no longer rises and no bubbles continue to come up. All right, guys, so I got the maximum pumps on it. I keep pumping, and it's no longer going up. We're going to go ahead and tap the last bit of air bubbles out. And now, and only now, is this juice ready to be stored, put in the fridge. You can easily drink this 5 to 7 days later. You guys want to get the pure MVP pump and these special vacuum lids. The kit I recommend is at bit.ly/pure MVP. Make sure you guys use coupon code DJ5 to save $5 off your purchase of $100 and more and get free shipping. All right, guys, so that brings us to the end of this episode. We literally juiced 21 pounds of oranges without a hitch in the Kuvings Auto10. Made over 2,500, almost 2,600 milliliters of juice. That is quite delicious. You guys also learned how to store it the best way possible. So you can easily store your juice 5 to 7 days. This is very convenient if you have if you juice on a Saturday or Sunday. I used oranges today, but you could juice your carrots, you could juice your leafy greens, you could juice anything in bulk, especially with the 3 hopper extensions, once again, to make 6.9 liters, almost 7 liters of total space. You can fill up with all the fruits and vegetables to make lots of juice without a hitch in the Kuvings Auto10. And if you guys are watching this when this video is originally airing, you guys could save for a limited time 15% off with the coupon code DJ15 at KuvingsUSA.com. That coupon expires on February 16th. After that, of course, you guys can use the coupon code DJ. That will save you guys 10% off your Kuvings purchase. I'll post also links down below to the hopper extension that I recommend as well. I love the Kuvings Auto10 that they made the hopper extension. Instead of having to buy a whole new hopper like some companies force you to do, they basically have an ingenious hopper extension so you guys could make your hopper the largest in the entire world. 3 hopper extensions sets a new world's record on the juicer with the largest hopper. That's why the Kuvings Auto10 is your premium batch juicer that includes all the other attachments, including the true smoothie and sorbet attachment, of course the juicing attachment and screen that is pre-installed with the juicer. I just love this machine so much when I'm juicing lots of juice because I could pack this to the max. If you guys enjoyed this episode today, learning about the Kuvings Auto10 and how to juice easily 21 pounds of oranges, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Also, be sure to share this with other people that are considering other brand juicers so that they can learn about the best batch juicer out there with the largest hopper, I guarantee it, that does a fabulous job and get your pulp super dry. Also, be sure to click that subscribe button right down below so you miss my new and upcoming episodes I've coming out every 5 to 7 days. You know where to show up, what you'll be learning on my YouTube channel, or what new juicers I'll be unboxing. Make sure you click the little bell so you get notified as my new videos come out. And finally, be sure to check your past episodes. Past episodes are a wealth of knowledge over 900 episodes at this time on this channel dedicated to you guys all about the different juicers, comparing and contrasting them so that you guys buy the right juice for you and don't waste your money on a dud. So with that, my name is John Kohler with discountjuicers.com. Be sure to visit discountjuicers.com/YouTube for special promotional offers for YouTube visitors.